Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to your daily internet marketing tool. It's Saul K here. Happy Wednesday. It's May 28th. I know I took a couple days off from doing these video series because I was focusing on my advertising pays videos, which you can see on my other blog, and also focusing on daddyhood, focusing on growing my beard and my mustache. But today I want to do a really short video, quick video before the next diaper change, and talk to you about the strangest secret of success. And there's two keys to this, and it comes from an old school book which was actually published in 1986, but the concepts from this book come from The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, which I've been rereading, which was written 1910. And so I'm going to start with the quote of the day, and we'll give you a couple quick tips and we'll go from there. Okay, so the quote of the day is by none other than Earl Nightingale, who says, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal." Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So, tucked into that is the idea that we have something that we're holding in our mind. And the reason why I held up this flyer at the beginning says Saul K, Pioneer of Jewish Blues. As you know, I've been a full-time musician for 20 years. And what I want to say about my journey of music and how I became successful was when I was 14, I took one of those career surveys. You know, they say, you know, they go through the whole like personality types. Do you like to do this? Do you like to do that? What's your, you know, this and that. And by the end of that survey, I had decided I was either going to be an actor or a musician. So in high school, I did 10 plays and I was playing music as well. But I felt like, and no offense to any of you, my actor friends out there, actually, I'm still friends with some of the people that I acted with in high school. But in terms of just the social scene with theater people, it was just so strange. I mean, musicians are strange too, but with theater people it was strange, and you just kind of didn't know who was acting what character. I just didn't like it. And so I decided when I was, I guess, 16, that I was done with theater and I was going to do music. And that was it. That was it. There was no other plan B. There was no other option. There was no other fallback. I wasn't going to become a doctor like the rest of my family or, you know, get some higher degree. And I was going to do music, period. That was it. So just want to show you that flyer because when I was 17, I think is when I firmly planted that in my mind. And I said, I'm going to music full time. And I'm going to apply to one school, which is Berklee College of Music, which is pretty hard to get into. At least I thought it was. And I remember, you know, when I was hanging out with my friends after school, doing what kids do in high school. And, you know, we were playing music, hanging out in the backyard, whatever, in this like gazebo. And the phone rang, and it was the interviewer from Berklee College of Music who, you know, proceeded to ask me all these music theory questions, and I got my guitar and I was trying to focus and trying to, you know, pray that I got some of the answers right, which I think I did. And I just remember thinking in that phone call, like thinking the whole time, I'm going to your school. I'm going. It wasn't like, will I get the job or won't I get the job? It was like, I am going. It was firmly planted in my mind, and I got in. And who knows how I got in. I definitely wasn't a great guitar player, and I got much better when I went to music school. But the reason why I'm telling you this story is because the strangest secret that Earl Nightingale says in his book and his audio, which is further in this blog post, is we become what we think about. And maybe that's the most obvious thing that you've ever heard, but if you haven't heard it and you haven't thought about it in this way, we become what we think about. So for me, my own personal life, you know, I just had a son, for those of you that have followed my video series, and 85% of what I thought about before I had my son has been washed away. Like all of the like worries and nonsense and doubts and fears and all that, it's just been washed away. It's been really a miraculous process. So now I think about, you know, diaper changes. I think about sleep. I think about how's my wife doing. And I think about how can I make 4 times the amount of money that I made this year? How can I make 4 times? And I think about those numbers and I write those numbers down and I have my goals written down right here. have my vision very specifically written down. So another thing that Earl Nightingale talks about in his book and his audio series is writing down goals. He says this number, he says out of 100 men that start out at age 20 that of course want to be successful, by the age 65, 54 will be broke, 5 will still be working, 4 will be financially free, and 1 will be rich. So if you think about that, and one of the defining factors is having goals, having clear goals, written down why you want to earn what you want to earn and exactly how much you want to earn. Of course, everyone wants to make more money. Of course, everyone wants to just earn more. You should make a lot of money. Why? What are you going to do with it? Write it down. Write it down. It's so powerful. The universe will conspire to help you. So that's it. I'm going to keep this short. Try to keep these under 7 minutes. So you can click on the link below. There's actually a 35 minutes. It's the whole audio series of Earl Nightingale talking about the strangest secret of success. And it's it's old school and dramatic, and he sounds like Charlton Heston, but it's inspired. It's so inspiring. So I just want to bless you guys that you can focus on your goals, pick the things that you want, think about them all the time. Think about them. Think about your success happening. Crystallize it in your mind. Make it crystal clear in your mind what you want, why you want, and go get it. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Peace.